What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and you know what everyone who's innocent does? They skip their mandatory court appearances and go on the run. That's always a sure sign to convince people that you're innocent. Now, I will say, there are many legitimate reasons that you may want to avoid showing up for this type of thing. Maybe you feel like the evidence is been stacked against you and you don't have any fair chance at trial. I'm not sure. Maybe you're trying to buy time to find stuff that vindicates you. Maybe, just maybe, you're also super guilty of it. And the second child actor in like a week's time to run into this speed bump, we'll say. The Chomo speed bump. Now, Kyle, there's now been a warrant issued for his arrest following former Disney Channel star's second missed court date. A Washington state judge issued a $100,000 warrant for bringing in the former Disney Channel star who has now failed a second time to appear for his arraignment. The actor who once starred in a series such as That's So Raven and Cory in the House, of course, was texting somebody that he shouldn't be. He stands accused of sending images he shouldn't have to somebody who is 10 plus 3. His court date was originally scheduled for late June in King County. It was pushed to the morning of July 12th when he first failed to appear. According to TMZ, which first reported the news, the case involves sending images that he shouldn't have and videos and text to somebody that he had known since he was 4 years old. I'm sorry, she was 4, I believe. The longtime acquaintance of his, she and her family sued him back in 2019, claiming that he, of course, did what he did and attempted to do something even worse. Of course, he declined. He preserved his innocence at that time. The new charge appears to be related to that suit, but TMZ and later other media outlets cited documents that were not immediately available to the public. Of course, the person he was talking to, their mom, said that he had known her since she was 4. The outlet also quoted the PD by saying the material that he sent included a spicy video clip, and another showed a man who appeared to be him, bringing the eggplant out. For somebody who is 13. I want to be very clear. This isn't exactly a great topic to cover if you want to be in the favor of the YouTube gods. But I do appreciate you all getting involved on these videos, leaving likes, leaving comments. And if you haven't yet, please do click that red subscribe button down below. YouTube is purging subs right now, so check to make sure you're still subscribed. I would really appreciate it. But what I want to say about this dude is that there is no conceivable excuse for him, right? So let's say you were, I don't know, in your 20s. Let's use a hypothetical. And look, I'll admit that, I just went to my local fair. I live in a small town. We had this fair this weekend, and we had our town fair this weekend. Always go there, try to support local business. And, the way that kids in general dress nowadays is very different than the way they dressed when I was in middle school, like middle school age kids. And I'm sure that my parents said the same thing about me and their parents said the same thing about them. I get it. I'm being a boomer. But what I'm saying is, and by the way somebody dresses obviously does not allow or forgive something bad happening. But I would be, how do I say this? I would forgive someone saying, well, I thought, I sent a picture to somebody I saw like an online dating profile. They looked like they were 18 or something like that. And it turned out they were not. Once you find out, you terminate that conversation. You feel a little weird and dirty, as you should, and you move on. Like, that could happen. And I don't think I would rush to label anybody as something horrendous if that had happened to them. With Cory in the House, I don't think that that's the actual situation. See, he knew this person since they were a toddler. There is no question that he also knew at the time that they were, the unlucky number age. The actor's attorney, though, has said it's unfortunate that he had to learn through the media yesterday that these old claims resurfaced in the state of Washington a year after their dismissal. Maybe that's true. He claims that the claims were now extortive. The statements made to the PD regarding that the person's own counsel advice seem peculiar, tearing away the veracity from all these stale allegations. The claim is that no hidden agenda attempt to use Washington courts as a platform for revenge after losing a civil matter. And that could entirely be the case. After failing that, looking for a payout, maybe they did change the venue and hope to have better results there. It's entirely possible. Now, I will say not showing up for your arraignment, not a good look. Even if it's something that, you could eventually get tossed out, I don't think you get, the literal get out of jail free card for missing these. Because now there's going to be a perp walk. Now there's going to be some dog, the bounty hunter guy, bringing you in. Now, this says the Washington matter is already showing problematic signs. He was never properly served or notified as represented to the court, and the pleadings are procedurally and substantively deficient on its face. He intends to defend himself against these claims again and will seek civil damages from those that refuse to hear facts. We plan to seek an early dismissal, finally putting together these claims to extort him. Maybe that's true. But the thing is, I don't think there's any question that these images were sent. I think, and that on its face obviously is an issue. We saw the guy from Drake and Josh catch a charge for that. I don't think that there's any doubt that these images were sent. The question is if they're looking to get money out of this, that immediately becomes suspect. The fact that he's not showing up is also immediately suspect. I don't know. It looks like Corey in the house is in some, the house is going to be a big house. Now it has a $100,000 warrant. Yikes. I don't know that he even, I don't think this guy is like some rich, powerful Hollywood person either. He has denied the claims, but, I suppose there must be something there, right? But here's the thing. The suit claimed that he contacted the mom to invite the young one to stay with him and his girlfriend in L.A. so he could help her find an agent. After that, she claimed that he started sending her spicy texts. The lawsuit stated that the girl was seeking damages of $1.5 million. In a video shared last month, his mom, Angel, spoke out about the charge, claiming that the family was attempting to extort them. She noted that the news was old and claimed that she respectfully told the family they would take their chances with the justice system. Just because somebody's seeking money doesn't automatically mean they have nefarious, or that doesn't automatically mean it's untrue. But it does add a weird specter of, questionable things. Now, I believe I believe that these texts probably exist. Otherwise, you would never have even gotten to court in the first place. So on its face, this is not a good look for Corey in the house. Now he's going to get brought in on a warrant. You don't get to just not show up. You don't get to just not show up. They all look bad in all of this. Parents, don't let your kids become actors. That's all I can say. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, before you leave, please do consider subscribing, and we'll talk to you again real soon.